Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models, and this is the 10th of January 2017 vlog. Now what this vlog is all about, this is all about basically what's happening is we're opening up a new workshop. Now this new workshop is going to be situated in the Stourbridge High Street. Now I know it was only like a couple of months ago that we actually went off and we just moved out of an old workshop, an old premises, and there were several things wrong with that. I mean, a lot of it I sort of haven't mentioned on camera, but basically what's happened is there's been an opportunity arise with family members being able to basically be a landlord to this property, which, as you can imagine, just makes it nice and cheap, and it just made the whole thing a little bit too hard to resist. And there's lots of other things as well. I mean, there was heating problems, there was electric problems at the last place, and this place seems to have it all sorted. Not only that, I mean, the building itself is it's a building dedicated to arts, crafting, that kind of thing. So it's sort of going to be populated with businesses that are going to be generally doing that kind of area of business. So it's going to be kind of cool in the sense that I do know there is going to be a salon in the building as well. There is a cafe downstairs on the ground floor, which you can walk into, and then you go upstairs to what will be the new Genesis Models workshop. So there's other things there that can facilitate you, or I know the salon might be good for the missus or something if you do come down to have a go. But really, the new workshop, I mean, it's only just come to light that we're going to be going in there. It's all new for me. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to work things, how we're going to do things. Really, this vlog and a few posts I've done on the Genesis Models forum and Facebook, I'm after feedback, right? I'm going there to set up my desk, do all my filming there. Well, that's going to be my new base of operations, but there is enough room there which I want to dedicate it to members, and there is also opportunity that if more of you get on board, there is opportunity for me to rent out more rooms and make things bigger. But as I say, I need the feedback. Now what I'm after is what you'd like to get out of it, maybe even prices and advice and ideas. What we're looking at and thinking about doing is potentially rent out a workstation. Now I know, and there are people out there who just don't have the space to have a workstation. I know some of you're trying to get into the hobby, but you're getting all your stuff out on the kitchen table, which doesn't keep the wife happy. Now renting a workstation is basically dedicating the Genesis Models workshop to having these workstations, having airbrushes, extractor fans, compressors and whatnot, for you to come in and basically set up your workstation at Genesis Models rather than at your house. So to facilitate that even more, which would be part of I'm kind of thinking of calling like silver and gold membership. Part of that renting a workshop means you also get to have storage space. So not only can you do all your modeling at Genesis Models, you can also go off and have a box, and you can put all your gear in there, all your tools, your paints, even your kits, and you can store it at Genesis Models. So as one, it saves you all the space at your house, but you can just get your box out, get your kit out, and then just start building away at whatever you want, which then brings in line with the other advantages to this is, I mean, obviously I'm going to be there whenever it's open, so to have me on hand as well I think would be helpful, especially for you beginners, because I can talk you through there and then, one-to-one personally, whatever problems you've got going on. I mean, there's the usual facilities, toilets, there'll be kitchens. I mean, I do have my Tassimo maker, so there'll be coffees and drinks, which I'm kind of thinking is all going to be included in this new sort of silver and gold membership. I'm also thinking of maybe even sort of getting a whole big new paint rack like this as a sort of a community paint rack, which will also be sort of included in that membership fee, so to speak. So you can come in, you don't have to buy any paints anymore, just buy sort of like your blades and stuff like that. You can build your model and then just go off and just pick a pot of paint off and use it. Obviously there'll be like an excessive sort of use thing going on there, but still, you know, to have access to like full ranges of paints would be kind of cool as well, part of all that. There's also then the modelling atmosphere. I mean, I'm hoping that we're going to get a nice amount of people sort of get in on this, you know, so it would hopefully be, you're not going to be there on your own, you know, but you're going to have hopefully a bunch of people. You're all going to be modelling, you know, get new friends, the whole modelling atmosphere, like-minded people, and the whole sort of feeding off each other, you know. You know, sometimes you sort of you kind of lose your mojo, but sometimes, you know, your friends can sort of, you know, pick you up and sort of get your mojo back. The sharing of information, knowledge and experience, it's the whole like sort of nice modelling sort of community atmosphere. Also opening times. Now the opening times, I'm thinking around about maybe like 12 till 6, 6 days a week, from Monday to Saturday, and basically be closed on the Sunday. Also included in that subscription would obviously be access to the subscription side on the Genesis Models website as well. And this is where this is the whole point of this sort of video, is I want to get that feedback. I want to know, you know, how many people are in or around the Stourbridge area that would, you know, commute to the Genesis Models workshop. I mean, you don't have to want to be a member and rent a workshop. You can come in anytime you like within those times and just plain and simply say hello, come and have a chat. Maybe you've got some problems you want to work through, or advice, or, you know, you need help with your modelling, but also just to get an idea of how many people would be interested in, as I say, renting out a workstation. So, you know, feedback on pretty much anything and everything I've just said. I mean, everything and everything I've just said, don't hold that as what is happening, what's going to be happening. Again, this is all about feedback and finding out how you guys want it to all be run and managed, like times. I don't have to be open at those times. If enough of you come together and say, well, actually a lot of us are more available on, say, one of the evenings, I can just open it up on maybe one or two of the evenings, or maybe change the Saturday to a Sunday, or something like that. I mean, opening times is debatable. The price, I mean, how much do you think that would be worth, and what I should potentially charge for that? Just general ideas on sort of like the whole thing. Now, I'm gonna keep you up to date with this whole thing. I'm going down there tomorrow, start decorating straight away, so probably might throw a little vlog in there to show you the place as well for tomorrow, and then sort of show you sort of step by step as I'm sort of working through getting the place ready, getting your feedback, and then sort of letting you know how things are changing, how we're going to potentially run this. I'm hoping to get it all set up, you know, hopefully maybe before mid-February, so hopefully we'll be in there fairly quick and get this running, get it going, as well as all the usual Genesis model work that's going on as well. So yeah, that is it. It's just basically give me feedback. You don't have to be local to give me feedback. Any ideas from anyone around the world, but I am sort of more, you know, talking to you guys who are local, who are actually going to potentially come, but ideas are welcome from anyone from all over the world. So you can comment on the Genesis Models, I mean, you know, the forum, you've got Facebook, you know, as well as you can comment down below if you want as well. So sadly that's it for the vlog. I'll be updating you as this progresses, which will probably be another one tomorrow. So yeah, until next time, my name is Bob Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.